What's going on, y'all? These judges, man, they don't like jury trials and they don't like inquest hearings. Yo, if this video was gonna go past 3 minutes, so whatever you don't catch, well, this short's gonna go past 3 minutes. Whatever you don't catch, just go to my videos and you catch the rest. So I ain't gonna tell y'all about my inquest hearing on October 28th, 2025. There was two inquest hearings. One for the Queens County District Attorney's Office, and then one for the city of New York, 113th precinct. Now, you can see with both of these cases, both of these inquest hearings went before Ernest J. Cavallo, and you can see where he transferred the case to room 101 and adjourned it to January 27, 2026. You can see right here, January 27, 2026, room 101, both cases. And his reasoning for doing that, from what he said in the courtroom, was that the defendant appeared at the inquest hearing. So when a defendant appears at the inquest hearing, the judge can't move forward. He have to transfer the case to room 101 or whatever. And there's no law that states that. He just made that up and he's running with it. He did that several times. And not only is it no law that states that, but he don't even state it. He don't even cite any type of law that governs a defendant appearing at an inquest hearing, or stating that a defendant could even appear at an inquest hearing. There's nothing here in his decision after inquest that makes reference to anybody appearing. And it's hard to read, but it doesn't look like, that's why it's so sloppy. It doesn't look like he's making reference to anybody appearing at an inquest hearing. This is something different. So he also has a history of saying one thing inside the courtroom, and then on his decision after inquest that's in writing, it be something totally different. I made a video about that in the past. Now, what this judge describes as a appearance by the defendant was a phone conversation that he had on speaker inside the courtroom. Yeah, Judge Ernest J. Cavallo was on a phone with someone, and that someone was on speaker inside the courtroom. And as he's speaking to this person over the phone, he told me that that's the defendant. And that's the defendant for both of these cases. And I stated to him after, I said, Your Honor, I said, an appearance by the defendant could be done over the phone, on speaker like that? He said, yeah, and I'm just playing along with the game, because even if the defendant could appear over the phone, they're not supposed to appear at an inquest hearing, so it's irrelevant. But I was just, since he said that, I'm just, going along with it. So, this guy's just violating, my due process when it comes to these inquest hearings. He have a pattern of doing this. He did this before in the past. He did this with this case right here against Plaza Honda. He adjourned the case, transferred to room 101 for no legitimate reason. All he keeps saying is that the defendant has appeared, so I got to transfer the case. And this case has a history. This is not the initial inquest hearing. The initial inquest hearing was on August 26, 2025, a couple of months ago, for both of these cases. And when it went before Ernest J. Cavallo that day, he said that the caption was incorrect. That's why this right here says the city of New York. They made me change the caption when the Queens County District Attorney's Office don't work for the city of New York. The 113th precinct do, the police department do, or whatever. They work for the city of New York, not the Queens County District Attorney's Office. So they forced me to change the caption, and now it says City of New York, Queens County District Attorney's Office. So when he told me to do that on August 26th, 2025, he gave me until October 28th to get it done, to amend both captions. So I amended it because he said Queens County District Attorney Office is not a legal entity, and it is. It's in his decision, but I changed it anyway. So now when I come back before him on October 28th, 2025, the captions are amended. That's not a problem no more. Now he's saying that the defendant appeared. And what he describes as an appearance is a conversation over the phone that was on speaker. This is just crazy. What is the point of having an inquest hearing if this judge is going to continue to violate my due process rights? And when I complain against him, nothing is done. He's still there. Why am I going before him again? So I just want to point out to y'all what happened on that day. And it's just a bunch of games. When it comes to these jury trials and these inquest hearings, they do all of this nonsense so that things can't move forward. And it's a shame, but it is what it is. So now I don't want to wait until January 27th, 2026. It's not that far, but I'm going to try to get this restored to the calendar because it got adjourned for nothing. That's really why. Something should have been done on October 28th. So to push it back here, I'm going to just get it restored to the calendar and get an expedited court date. And, you could leave it in room 101. I don't even want it in the inquest part because he keep doing the same thing. You could leave it in 101 and we'll see what we could do from there. But this is crazy. He needs to be taken off the bench. He has a pattern of doing this, and this is complete fraud. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to holler though.